To the update stages, so check this video out behind us. You know, our northern counties saw the largest snow totals and are buried this morning.
Yeah, that means that any travel today will likely be sick for a lot of folks, especially in the areas where it froze over overnight. This video is from Sherman this morning in Grayson County, about an hour north of Dallas, and that's where our Cole Sullivan is today. And Cole, it seems like every few miles you went north of Dallas, you picked up another inch or so of snow this morning. How's it looking for you?
Well, that's exactly what it is, and it's still coming down here this morning. You could still maybe see some of that light snow that Greg was talking about. I'm along 75 in Sherman. Behind me, this is 75 southbound, northbound, and we're seeing some cars out there this morning, but it is really tough driving conditions for folks who are trying to get out on the road, especially early this morning when there's still really cold temperatures. There's a lot of slush on the road, even on the main roads. We've seen TxDOT crews out there, and we've seen something play out over and over across North Texas. We caught it with our own cameras late last night. You can see this video. This is a car that has spun out on the side of the road. It's in a ditch, and another car helping to pull it out. That Jeep pulling that car out of the ditch on the side of 75, just a few yards from where I am right now. That's something that we saw a lot starting yesterday morning on our drive up here, where we saw cars spinning out into the sides and kind of into the shoulders of some of these roads as the snow began to come down. That car got pulled out of the snow there, but there are still potential for that to happen to you if you're out on the roads this morning, because even these main roads that TxDOT has been treating, you see here comes a TxDOT crew right here behind me. You can see their flashing lights as they're going down with some brine. So they are treating these main roads, these main arteries, but it is still tough going out here. Even as we're getting more snow, we got about 6 inches here where we are in Sherman, and there's still more coming down. I want to check in with my colleague Natalie Haddad. She is in Denton County. Natalie, what's it look like where you are?
Nothing but the lightest of flurries right now, Cole. But yesterday was a completely different story. We had the softest, chunkiest flakes falling from the sky. We may have video of that now. It really looked like a winter wonderland, and this was the result. Even in the distance, you can see where we had some fun building some snowmen, though someone has come down and taken down poor Olaf over there. Sorry, kids. Even now, though, like the snow is still packed pretty good here in downtown at the square. Now, yesterday it was very, very fluffy, very soft. Now there's more of like a crunchy element to it, so you can tell it's really frozen, not quite as soft. We know that the accumulation really continued into the night. We had this cup out here, and when we left yesterday it was about down here, and now it's more closer to the top. This is probably a 5 to 6 inch cup. I'm not a meteorologist though. They have the final totals though, but it has been fun watching that snow accumulate in that glass. Now, on the more serious side of things, the roads here in the city of Denton. I was talking to the chief communications officer of the city yesterday live on WFAA and WFAA Plus, and he was telling us that the city had responded to over 24 crashes by mid-morning. That is just an astronomical number for such a short amount of time, but that's because the roads were snow-packed. Today, when photojournalist Brandon Davey and he is our guy behind the camera, we're driving into downtown Denton from Trophy Club. We were on 35 West, and the lanes were clear, but the sides of the roads were snow-packed, they were slushy, they were icy. So while the lanes looked good, don't be deceived, it is still very slick. And the city of Denton and the county officials were also telling me that their primary concern are the primary roads, your highways, and your secondary roads, your service roads, your feeders. So roads like here in downtown Denton, they're probably gonna stay slushy and icy and snowy for a good while longer. So you're gonna wanna be careful if you must venture out today. But their message, city and county officials here in Denton, their message to the public is to still stay home if you can while they work on continuing to clear the roads and treat the roads. Mark, Kara.
Yeah, Natalie, luckily some of the folks in those areas where the roads will be bad, they still have some snow. They can go build another Olaf in their front yard. Thanks, Natalie.